Welcome back to GameGods. Today, we go over why Roblox VR is the best thing to ever happen. Play these games. Subscribe, and let's get right into this. Roblox is filled with fun mini-games and modes created by players for players. Some of the best games are supported by both flat screen and VR formats. There are so many games to choose from that it can be hard to pick which one might fit your preferences. Luckily, the players have spoken and have rated some games above the rest. All of these have been played thousands of times by plenty of people. That testing means that they provide hours of enjoyment for their players. You won't want to miss your chance to play these games with your friends in the world of virtual reality. Project SCP. You can play Project SCP with or without virtual reality, but it's a lot more fun to handle the weaponry and try to escape the facility when you're right in the middle of it. Although this is a first-person shooter, it is not particularly competitive because you are shooting AI foes rather than other players. You can select from a variety of classes and weaponry to assist you in your escape. Opposer VR. Opposer VR is a virtual reality game that is currently in beta. It's fast-paced with a variety of distinct weapons and terrain concepts, but it's still evolving. If you're lucky, you'll be able to pick up the nuclear pistol or bash an opponent player in the head with a container. Because it's billed as a fighting game, there are a variety of methods to play that aren't limited to guns. VR World Beta. VR World is a fun playground where you can perform a variety of things such as cooking, constructing, and just playing around in VR. It definitely offers some of the best VR Roblox activities, except for VR hands, of course. The game is still in beta and receives updates with new activities and ways to play on a regular basis. SVR, Simulated Virtual Reality. This game, like others in Roblox's VR section, allows you to play in virtual reality even if you don't have a VR headset. You can still pick up objects, hurl them around, and participate in goofy activities. Other games such as VR Hands, No VR attempt to replicate the VR experience. They aren't exactly the same as wearing a headset yourself, but they may be a lot of fun anyway. Vibe VR. Another entertaining game to play with a VR headset is Vibe VR, which includes table tennis, grappling with other players, and a full-fledged dartboard. Although it isn't the most popular Roblox game, there are always approximately 30 or 40 other players online that play it. Perhaps you should try your hand at the piano for everyone. Sked's Playground. Sked's Playground is a delightful combination of VR and traditional gameplay, with the other VR player tasked with assisting the other players through an obstacle course. To get to the finish, everyone you will need to work with and prepare ahead of time. You can also opt not to assist them and simply toss them about the playground, as the choices in this VR game are unlimited. Is there an Anno for everyone? VR Islands. There's a lot you can do when engaging with other players in VR Islands, so it's a rather open-ended game. You can use pool balls to play, paint guns to shoot, or a stove to cook for non-VR players. It's truly whatever you want to be when you're playing pretend it's virtual reality, and it's always better with a few friends. Noodle VR. You can choose to be a VR noodle or a traditional Roblox player, but VR is clearly the way to go because they have all the power. They are not only given loose noodly arms, but they can also arm themselves with knives or toss the typical Roblox players into jail because the game is combat-based. They are always introducing new locales for users to explore, as the game was designed to allow all players to engage with one another regardless of platform. Edgeworks. Edgeworks is a virtual reality game that focuses on solving physics puzzles as well as parkour and climbing. The disadvantage is that it is a paid access game, thus it costs 450 Robux to play, which works out to roughly $6. It's a story-based game that demands you to solve puzzles and use a range of weaponry to defeat your opponents. Road to Granby's. This is essentially a simulator that takes you on a long drive to Granby's house, complete with numerous difficulties. There are various parts, personalities, and biomes, as well as an engineering component that allows you to build new and fascinating inventions. It will take you on a once-in-a-lifetime virtual reality trip as you play over and over again in an attempt to get all of the way there. In VR, unleash your inner tinker and let your creativity run wild. Cook Burgers. This game is exactly what its name implies, simple. The player is in charge of running a burger-serving business. The real-world stress of running a restaurant is evident, just as it is in Overcooked and related games. However, there are no earthquakes or automobile separations in this one, as the worst you'll encounter is a narrow cliff. What did you guys think about today's video? Let us know in the comment section below. Well anyways, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, watch the 2 videos on screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next Roblox video. Goodbye.